Down the dusty path to the market, they walked together. 3 small figures dragging 4 rusted boxes behind them. Along the way, they met other villagers carrying their farm produce. Laughter followed them like shadows. "There goes the family with the treasure boxes," someone shouted. "Yes, empty treasure boxes indeed," another mocked. But Mmachi didn't respond. Instead, she turned to her siblings with a gentle smile, and they shared hopeful glances. 3 hearts holding on to one thing stronger than mockery: faith. The market of destiny. When they reached the market, the atmosphere shifted. Vendors quietly moved their mats away, not wanting the children near them. Mmachi said nothing. She simply placed her boxes beside an old woman selling mud pots and cups. The air was hot, still, heavy with silent expectations. Hours crawled by. No one came near their boxes. Kamsi grew tired. Hunger dimmed her eyes until they no longer sparkled. Kachi clenched his small jaw, fighting back exhaustion. No food, no buyers, no sympathy. All around them, the market buzzed. People buying, bargaining, selling. But their boxes remained untouched, forgotten, ridiculed. A woman paused and asked for the price, then burst out laughing before they answered. Kachi shut his eyes, trying not to break. Kamsi stared at the dusty ground until tears fell onto it. The sun rose higher, scorching their hope. Finally, Kachi whispered, voice trembling, "Sister, I can't wait anymore." Mmachi didn't scold him. Her eyes were locked on something far away, beyond the stalls, beyond the heat, beyond the doubt. "If we leave now," she whispered, "we might leave 5 minutes before our faith comes through." The old pot seller looked up, nodding slowly. Her voice was deep with wisdom. "My children, waiting can taste worse than hunger, but giving up 1 minute early kills destiny. Since you are already here, stay until the market closes." As her words settled into the air, a strange quietness washed over the market. 4 men walked in. Their steps were steady. Their eyes scanned the stalls, not like ordinary buyers, but like seekers, historians, adventurers, collectors of sacred things. One of them stopped. His eyes locked onto the rusted boxes. A spark of excitement lit up his face. He knelt. He touched the rust. He nodded. The air began to thrum, softly, invisibly, with destiny. From a small leather pouch, he brought out a liquid and a cloth. The scent of secrets filled the air. He dabbed the first box. Rust melted. The second, rust melted. The third, rust melted. But the last box remained the same. Dull. Calm. Untouched. As though something beneath it was waiting. Kamsi gasped, "Sister, what is this?" His eyes widened. Wonder overtook his face. He called his colleagues. They examined the box, eyes shining with shock. Then he stood and declared, voice echoing through the entire market. "This is royal work, pure gold beneath the years, a lost royal treasure worth hundreds of millions of dollars." Silence. Stillness. Every movement in the market froze. People who laughed earlier could no longer breathe. Vendors, buyers, even the wind seemed to pause. All eyes turned to the 3 children and the treasure they had protected. Mmachi fell to her knees, hands lifted high, tears pouring freely. Kachi and Kamsi wrapped their arms around her waist, crying and laughing at the same time. Those who mocked them covered their faces in shame. Mama Uka lowered her head, remembering how she abandoned them, stopped giving them food, and walked away from children who depended on her. The pot seller smiled to herself. A knowing smile. A smile of someone who understood that waiting has a time and faith has a schedule. The truth of the stranger revealed. What the stranger never told Mmachi's grandmother was this. She was a royal adventurer, a princess. Years ago, she and her team were attacked by a neighboring village. Some of them died, some escaped, but she remained behind severely wounded. Believing she was dead, the attackers left her. With the last strength in her body, she crawled onto a lonely path, and that was where Mmachi's grandmother found her. From that moment, the adventurers stopped coming for decades. Until 2 decades before Mmachi reached the market, the royal adventurers began searching again. And today, the long waiting ended. This is proof that faith never fails. It may delay, it may test, it may stretch your soul until you cry, but faith does not die. Sometimes faith simply waits. And when the time comes, all heaven stands still to honor it.
What did you learn? Drop it in the comment section. Let's interact together. If you missed any previous episodes, don't worry, I've got you covered. Just check the description box to select any of the episodes and watch it. Please subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to turn on your notification button to watch the next mind-blowing story that's dropping soon.